I'm Nick Broomfield. I live in England and sometimes in America, and I make films of one sort or another. I started really through curiosity more than anything. I was, I think I was a kid of like 16, and I was on one of those, I was sent to France to learn French. And I had this very old camera that my father had given me. My father actually was a photographer. And I just started taking lots and lots of pictures. And I discovered that with this camera, I kind of had an excuse to stop wherever I wanted to and engage in conversation with an old man here, or somebody doing something that was interesting there, or some kids or whatever. And I'd always been a terrible student at school. I'd been expelled from all my schools. I was very bad academically. And this was the first thing I'd ever done that was any good, you know, that was, and of course it came from my heart. And it wasn't something that I was having to work at. I like making quite intimate films, and I love the accidents. That's what's so exciting about documentary, is that it's a very spontaneous thing. And cinema can capture that in a way that nothing else can. You know, those sort of moments that are so telling, that show you something about somebody's soul or is very funny. And film can capture that so well. And I think if you can keep that possibility when you're making a feature film or a fiction film, for me, that's wonderful. And when I made Haditha, for example, which was about the massacre that happened in Haditha, I used, you know, real Marines and real Iraqi refugees. And they brought so much of themselves to it, and which was very exciting because they could show me things that I had no idea, and they made the film so much richer and stronger than I could have done on my own. So I like that collaborative side, I think, of making films. I think a lot of being a filmmaker is about being persistent and about just going on and on and on and on, unless you're a genius. And I certainly am not a genius, and most of the filmmakers I know are not. They are people who just carry on and carry on and carry on until they feel they're getting the story and they're finding something. And so I wouldn't be worried about taking a very long time over your first film, but working on it sort of every day.